Imagine a place nestled in the heart of New Mexico at a place called Sandia Park just outside of Albuquerque. A sprawling 59.78 acre masterpiece of modern ranch living. A luxury home and an award-winning ranch that whispers to those who dare to dream big. A majestic mountain stands tall, watching over your entire ranch. A canvas for your imagination.
This is one of the rarest properties that we have ever presented.
I agree. This is actually one of the rarest properties that I have ever seen.
It's a horse ranch. It is an equestrian's dream. It happens to come with a 6,000 plus square foot house.
It's a beautiful house and a 2,400 square foot outlet building that can also be used as additional living quarters.
Not to mention the oversized 4-car garage on the property.
Oh my gosh, I know. I can't wait.
So walking up to the property, this yard oasis is also fenced as well.
Right.
It keeps your dogs in, your other animals out.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the ambiance of this space. So as you walk up to this beautiful property, you're welcomed by like this almost 50-foot long patio.
Yeah.
It's a wraparound patio around the home. But what I love about this patio is it looks out onto the land and it looks out onto the horses, the livestock, and you have a very emotional experience from this place.
It is, and your ponds. The owners have put in skylights into the patio, so you're outside, but also you're having more light.
And normally we would actually go into the front door of the property, but because this is a ranch, you're gonna wanna walk in through the mudroom. Check out the size of this mudroom.
Oh my goodness.
You walk in, you have tall ceilings, you have tile on the walk-in through the mudroom, the washer and dryer located here as well, with plenty of cabinet space with hickory cabinets. And the floor plan's great because even as you're coming in from the garage, it's intersected into the same room. You have a restroom that's right off the side here with a snail shower. If you really do need a shower off before even walking in the home, you do that all here.
You'll notice the French drain on the floor, so if you come in and you're a mess and you need to hose stuff down, super easy to do without messing up the whole room. And also you will notice that there are skylights in here again.
Before you get to the kitchen, you have the mechanics room on this side, and then you have a pretty good size pantry closet. Now check out this kitchen, dining, all the way to living room. Look at this, look at this space.
This is beautiful. This whole section is like your heart.
Right?
Yes.
It's one of the hearts of the home, well positioned. You can gather here really well. The sink placement of where it's at, looking out onto your land, perfect direction for it to head.
And you have the windows on both sides of the kitchen, so you're looking at the east or west side of your land at all times.
Yep, and the kitchen is going to feature stainless steel appliances, an undermount sink,
and a warming drawer underneath your stove.
And the hickory cabinets are consistent through the home. You're gonna see the crown molding has a rope detail on top of the crown, which is really cool to see that because they were consistent with that through some of the rest of the home. When you look up, you can see the knotty wood ceiling. It's a pine ceiling, tongue and groove, with this huge skylight going all the way to the top of the A-frame pitch of the property.
Yeah.
You have your copper fixtures, you have the wine rack here on this side of the island, as well as a wet area for the island too. Before you get into the living area, you have a dining room opportunity here, but if you'll notice that there's a door on either side, west and east. So when you open both, you're gonna get a great crosswind here.
Yeah.
As you're sitting in here eating your dinner or breakfast or whatnot.
Yes.
Beautiful opportunity. Now coming through to the living area, I want you to see this. Look at this living space. You have 20-foot ceilings with the A-frame pitch, and you've got a tongue and groove knotty pine ceiling with the recessed lighting. In the center of the room, the statement piece here is the stacked stone fireplace that goes all the way from floor to ceiling with a wood burning fireplace that has a blower Absolutely beautiful.
It is, and the stacked stone you'll actually notice is consistent with the wainscoting around the rest of the outside of the house as well.
Now look at the size of these windows. You got windows on both the east and the west side as well. That's gonna let in an abundance of natural light to really illuminate the space.
And once we exit this room, we are going through the Viga pass-through, which we came through from the dining room into here. You'll notice the rope detail, which matches our crown molding in our cabinets in the kitchen.
And now, as we come through the pass-through into the foyer, look at this foyer. The foyer is very well positioned on the home. You're gonna see that this is where all the living quarters are of the property. The foyer aligns the front of the house. The front door is over here. The door we would have came in if this was not a ranch property.
Exactly.
Coming into the front door, it aligns all the bedrooms. You're gonna have the office first on your right coming down the way, primary bedroom, and then additional bedrooms down the hall.
So one of the other amazing things about the foyer is all of the recessed lighting in here, because you can put in cases for any of your collectibles. They have a little table here. You can use that as like a breakfast area.
You could do a lot in this area. And I just love the abundance of windows here in this room as well, letting in all the natural landscape. You have a nice little private patio that's a little secluded here in the front. Absolutely love it. The bedrooms, you'll see that between the office and the bedrooms down the hall there, great size spaces. The closets all are walk-in closets.
Every bedroom has a walk-in closet, which is amazing.
And every bedroom are very good with windows placement.
Yes.
Some bedrooms have an array of windows that align, that bring in a bunch of light, and then the other bedrooms also have the corner windows that bring the outside in. All right, coming to the downstairs primary bedroom, off to the right you have the main bedroom space, but let's go off to the left where you have the primary bathroom space. You have a his and her sink, as well as the hickory cabinetry.
I know, and on the cabinets, you're gonna notice that same detail in the kitchen with the rope detail on the crown molding. You have his and her closets, and both of them are huge.
They're huge.
Yes.
You also have a garden tub with an array of windows around that as well as the commode that has a door. And then you have a snail shower right alongside a sauna.
A sauna,
Can you believe that?
Which is amazing and not typical here.
Yeah, it's not typical, but when you have it and you use it, you can start to appreciate what it brings.
100%.
Very cool. Now, coming into the living quarters of the bedroom, you have plenty of space here for a large bed, as well as tall ceilings with that A-frame high ceiling detail. 2 windows with a sliding glass door right alongside your patio, which is right onside the koi pond.
Exactly, which is amazing. You can go right outside your sliding glass door to the oasis of your koi pond.
Yes, and I'm also told that the home is wired right into this space for a hot tub. So if you wanted a hot tub right in your patio space with a mountain view and a koi pond, that's the place to do it.
That is the place to put it.
Very cool. Now let's go check out the upstairs primary bedroom.
Okay.
So in the upstairs primary space, look at this space.
Look at this.
All right, so you also, of course, have that giant walk-in closet, but you have plenty of windows to look out onto your land. This is my favorite place to view the land from the home.
I agree. You not only have your corner windows, but you have 2 sliding glass doors, one on either side of this area, and a sunroom.
It's a sunroom. It's an enclosed patio that was done professionally with a full array of windows all the way around.
Exactly. So you can see everything on this entire side of the house.
Yes, this is going to be mainly your northern, western, and southern view of the property. You're going to be able to see up on the top of that mountain over there, all the way over toward the north, which is very cool to see from up here.
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. And then the other cool thing is you do have the bathroom up here as well, which makes it a primary, but that's going to be a great opportunity for multi-generational living situation, or if you have an older child, or to Airbnb part of the house.
Yeah, I think that we're able to do that with this property. So on your pathway to the garage, you have another little pond with a beautiful waterfall.
Oh, it's beautiful, and it sounds so nice and relaxing.
Yeah, nice and relaxing on the way to your garage.
Yeah.
Okay, the space is awesome. Obviously, you have 2 bays. You have high ceilings. You have extra depth and extra width all the way around the garage. Garage also has attic access as well.
Yeah,
You
on
have
both sides.
the shop space over here, so you have storage on that side. Really makes this space extremely usable. And also the garage has a view. As soon as you open your base, you look out, there's your ranch. Beautiful trees, the cacti, the atmosphere, natural landscape, beautiful.
It's incredible.
Okay, so let's go look at the 2,400 square foot insulated building out here.
Yes.
Livable. So this is a 40 by 60 building, completely insulated. It also has a patio covering on either side of the building. You got the A-frame style. It is a steel building. Check this out.
This is so much space.
This is incredible.
Yes.
So this space was utilized by the owners different ways.
Yes.
This was used as an office space as well as living quarters.
Yeah.
But as you can see, this is an extra space that can be used for many different things.
Little vet clinic. This can be if you're going to have ranch hands hired here to help. They can actually live on site, in-law quarters.
You can do Airbnb out here. It's a heated space. They also have a stove here. You have the kitchenette over here. You got the sink, oven, full living quarters opportunity. Down the hall, you have a bedroom. There's a closet down the hall, as well as a washer and dryer. You got your own washing facility and a bathroom.
Yes, and one of the things about the bathroom, like the house, is it's incredibly well thought out.
Yes.
It has a door that leads to the outside, which is right across from the horse stables. You can just come right in that door to use the bathrooms if you needed to without having to track through the house.
Absolutely. Very well thought out on that.
Yes.
And then if you go to the other side of this building, you're going to see this really captures the land that you're on. And as you step out onto the east patio of this building, it's also covered.
Yes.
You look out and you have the eastern view. It's absolutely incredible as well.
It is.
You see the land that's out there, you're looking out onto the mountains as well as the valley. You see the valley, you see the trees, you see the rolling hills. It's a beautiful, beautiful space.
And not only all of that, but right here you also have a front row view to your horse arena.
Absolutely, and the horse arena actually is pretty special because not just the arena itself and with the view of the mountain, but it's the dirt of the arena itself. And for any rodeo competitor, they know how important that dirt is. And the silt composition on this has been perfected over the last 15 years to get it right.
Exactly. They have taken the natural soil and silt that we have out here and combined it with sand. And over the last 15 years, they have conditioned this arena to have the perfect footing and the safest footing for their horses and competition training.
And you know what we've learned is that it's important, especially if you're going for like world records or if you're really wanting to have a strong competition, you've got to have that dirt right. And off to the left, you also have the hay barn, and then you also have the horse barn.
Yep.
And let's go look at that.
For sure.
So now the horse barn and its surroundings alone are impressive.
Incredibly.
But you have 8 stalls inside, and then you have 16 stalls out. One of the cool things that they did on this is they were very intentional about the type of piping that they put on the stalls to make sure it was safe for the horses so they don't get caught up. Also, the entire barn is a matted barn.
Yeah, which is very amazing because you don't have to come in and do that. It's already done. It's also completely hooked up to electricity in here, so you're not having to run power cords. And one of the other things that they were incredibly intentional on was the lighting in here was specific in the aid of breeding the horses.
Absolutely. There's a whole system involved to this, and they've done all of their research, and we're very intentional about what they did here. Over off to the corner of the barn, you have a tack room as well as storage that is above. The tack room is insulated. You also have a French drain area to wash the horses, covered under an awning. And going down into the barn, you also have water availability right on side. And on to this side, you have a manure docking as well.
And not only that, but inside of the barn, you have a 360-degree camera that's hooked up to Wi-Fi, so you can actually look in on your horses 24/7.
So walking through the barn to the east side of the barn, you're going to get that view. You also can see arena as well. And you have the hay barn that's there. Keep in mind, they've also have access for semis to come through. I believe they've had 2 semis here at once. You have a place for semis to do K-turns and get out of the property, or they can go ahead and drive all the way around it. And you can look out over here off to the rest of the horse stalls. You have electric fencing that's also out there. There's some fencing that was very intentionally put in that's a little safer for the horses. Also more minimalistic, so it doesn't impede your view so much.
Exactly. Beyond that, even just the maintenance for the horses themselves or for any of the livestock that you have, the water troughs are automated, so you don't have to go fill them up. They refill themselves, which is amazing.
Full piping system onto the thing to get that done. That's actually a pretty big deal. And they're rated to like below 15 degrees.
Right.
And so you're not out there having to go knock ice and try and get those unfrozen in some of those cold winter months. This is one of those opportunities where you could just jump on your horse in your own backyard, go out onto the land and just ride on the acreage that you own and really just enjoy the atmosphere. So as you guys can see, this property is a pretty special property. If you want any more information about this property or any other property, please feel free to contact us in any of the ways here on the screen.
As always, we are the CQ Real Estate Group. We are a real estate team here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, who's passionate about our city and the surrounding areas. Feel free to like, follow, and subscribe.
See you on the next one.